Hello everyone, so for today I'll do a correction for your online homework. So let's get started. Sulfur dioxide react with hydrogen sulfide to produce sulfur and water. So you can see the equation is already stated here. Calculate the relative molecular mass of sulfur dioxide. So which one is sulfur dioxide? Refer to the question sulfur dioxide, so is this one. Okay, so you have to check their relative atomic mass for each of it. Check the relative atomic mass for sulfur. Sulfur is 32 plus with how many oxygen? Oxygen is 16, but you need to multiply with 2 because there's 2 oxygen. Okay, SO2, S32, oxygen 16, but need to multiply with 2. So therefore 32 plus 32, you get 64. Alright, next, calculate the relative molecular mass of hydrogen sulfide. So which one is hydrogen sulfide? Refer to the question. Hydrogen sulfide reacts with hydrogen sulfide, so is this one. So let's copy down the formula. H2S. Okay, so I see most of you included the 2 in front, which I do not ask to. Okay, because the question was asking for hydrogen sulfide only. Remember when I asked you to write the formula for this hydrogen sulfide, do you remember any number in front? No, right? So please do not put the number and include in the calculation in front. You only focus the formula when the question is asking for relative molecular mass. Okay, focus the formula only. Formula is H2S. Okay, what is the relative atomic mass for hydrogen? Hydrogen is 1, then need to multiply with 2 because there's a tiny 2 there, then plus with another element which is sulfur. Sulfur is 32. So 2 plus 32, you get 34. Everything okay so far? Alright, next question. Use your answers above to complete the following sentences. What you mean by use the answer above means the previous answer. Okay, relative molecular mass for sulfur dioxide is 64. So let's just put here 64 as a reference. Next, your hydrogen sulfide is 34. So I'll put the 34 here, but I will put a big 2 in front to make sure I will multiply it later. Okay, so the question is asking 34 gram of hydrogen sulfide will produce how much of sulfur. So you need to take 2 of the things in the question and make it to the ratio form. So the first thing is the hydrogen sulfide. So when you take hydrogen sulfide, you must copy exactly the same as what is on the equation. Okay, this time you need to include the 2 in front. 2 H2S to the ratio with sulfur. So sulfur is this. So you also need to take the 3 in front of the sulfur. 3S. Okay, so we have the numbers here already. So I need to bring this to my ratio here. As you all know, 34 was for the H2S. So later I'll need to multiply with 2. 2 times 34. Then the 3, you need to multiply with sulfur. Sulfur is 32. Okay, so next, calculate the values. 2 times 34 will be 68. 3 times 32, you get 96. So let's go back to our question. So are you getting it the same, exactly the same? 68, 34? No, right? So this 34 you need to put underneath the hydrogen sulfide column. if you have 34 grams of hydrogen sulfide, how many grams of sulfur would you get? So therefore I need to put an X. So you just focus this box and do your cross multiply. Okay, so when you do your cross multiply, make sure you make the subject correctly, multiply at the correct places. Work it out on your calculator. Then lastly, X is 48. So this is the number. Answer is 48. Okay. Next. Same thing also. Use your answer above to complete the following sentences. Okay, the last question also the same. 1.7 gram of hydrogen sulfide will produce how much of sulfur? Use the same ratio, 2H2S to the ratio of 3 sulfur. So I'll just copy this, the default MR. 2 times 34 to the ratio of 3 times 32. Then you work out the value will be 68 to the ratio of 96. So this is the fixed MR. So what is given there? 1.7 gram of hydrogen sulfide. So I'll put underneath the column of hydrogen sulfide 1.7. So if you have this value, how much of sulfur will be produced? So you put an X, then focus on this box, then you do your cross multiply. Use your calculator to calculate the value. And lastly, you will get X is equal to 2.4. Therefore, the answer is 2.4. Okay, that's all for the correction. Thank you everyone.